In this video, we will be doing something crazy and honestly a little bit unnecessary. During finals week, we will be reading for 3 hours every single day, on top of a long commute, on top of long hours of studying, on top of, daily living things you need to do. We're gonna be focusing on reading for 3 hours. We'll just add more stress because there's nothing more fun than that. Anyway, in this video, we will be reading Bunny, All In, Babel, and we dabble in fan fiction because I discovered it after so many years. Let's have fun and maybe cry a little bit together. Hello again. We're reading 3 hours for a week, and this week, is my finals week of nursing school. So that's gonna be fun. Probably gonna cry and stay up. Well, we're gonna try not to do that, okay? Right now, we're gonna be trying Bunny. I'm gonna record the time and I'm gonna show you the time. I got my matcha. Do you see the tears that's gonna come out of my eye? I'm so not ready for this. And the fact that we're not gonna use audiobooks. The last time I did this, I used audiobooks. Now we're not. We're gonna do all physical reading. It's gonna be a little challenging, but we got this, you and I. You're doing this along with me, right? You will. Don't worry. You have to, please. Without further ado, let's start the reading montage. I read for 53 minutes straight, so that's really good. I got really into Bunny. I know it's gonna be like a culty book, but yeah, I get it. Cults, they feel each other's emotions and stuff. I think this is what it's doing. I was just on my bed, you can see the blanket. I was just on it, just eh. But I do like reading paperback. It feels very demure. It feels very cutesy. It feels very elegant. I don't know, compared to a Kindle, because I've been reading from my Kindle for a month straight. So having paper makes me feel so intellectual for some reason. Also, there's a bounce back light with this. If you look at my hand, it gets more pink the closer you get to the book, so that's really interesting and fun to see. I just see the bounce back light. So yeah, we're gonna read, but we're gonna lay down this time because we need to move as little as possible. That's how you become immersed in the book. It's forgetting you have a physical body, I guess. So we're gonna be laying down, so that's fun. I didn't anticipate having this little time. I actually have to get ready now. So it's the next day. It's Sunday. Yesterday was Saturday. And I kind of failed. I kind of failed with the 3 hours. We only got up to an hour 13. That's because I didn't bring my book outside and I was gone until 12. So because of that, let's do a little punishment for today. I'm not gonna be adding 2 hours on top of the 3. I feel 5 hours of reading is insane on top of studying, and I also have to go to a hospital rotation today. I was I don't think 5 hours is physically possible for me without audiobooks. So just adding on 1 hour I think is good. So 4 hours of physical reading today. I think I can do that in the commute. Yeah, we got this, and we're gonna manifest that. Today will be the good day, okay? We're gonna take accountability and do those extra hours. And honestly, with the 4 hours of reading, I think I can get through Bunny, and I really do like Bunny. It's kind of like my year of rest, of relaxation, that kind of writing. I hate everything. I hate my life. I'm depressed. But come with me on my depression journey. And a little bit of homicidal ideation. Homicidal thinking. Okay, I'm home from my clinical rotation, and I actually didn't get to read during my commute. So right now it's 12. I have to leave at 5:30 again for a friend gathering later. I know I have to study, but I also know I have to read. So I think the course of action for right now is I'm gonna read for an hour, study for an hour, read for an hour, and then study for an hour. I think that's a good mix. So, are you ready to start? 3, 2, 1. Let's get on reading. It is now currently 2 o'clock. I finished a little bit of studying. We're gonna go on a little reading sprint, okay? We're gonna do 30 minutes to an hour of reading to get 2 hours done. I'm saving an hour right before bedtime. And the other hour, that's a later problem. That's a later problem. Got my book here. I got my Pocky here. And I think that's everything we need to read, right? I'm honestly feeling tired. I just want a nap. But I gotta be productive. You know what I mean? Gotta be productive. But being productive is so much work. I'll just eat my Pocky in peace while reading. So, a little update for last night. I didn't get as much reading as I wanted to, but I think I'm getting there, right? So, I did 2 hours last night. I did like 40 minutes before I fell asleep. While it isn't the 4 hours that we talked about, I feel like it's better than day one, which was an hour something. So, I think those 2 days were, practice runs, and the weekday is when we get serious. If I don't do 3 hours today, I think I might just end the video and scrap this because I cannot have 3 losses in a row. So if you see this video, I did the third day, okay? It was just because it was a weekend. Yeah, this is my reading light. It's getting so surreal. Like, it's becoming a fever dream, but not. You're like coming in and out of a dream. That's the vibe I'm getting from Bunny. I know I can get more reading done today because I can get like at least an hour of reading done at work. Yeah. But what makes this so hard is like studying is reading. So like on top of, let's say, the 2 hours I read yesterday, I read for 3 hours of study material. So technically that is reading, but I don't want to count like studying reading because that doesn't give me joy. That's really it. We're gonna do 3 hours and that's it. There's no failing. That's it. We love that. Let's go. It is 1:38 and I have done an hour and 10 minutes of my reading. I worked, I studied for one class, I did its assignments. I have to study for another one, but right now I want to relax, right? I'm feeling kind of low on energy, and yeah, no better time to read than now. I'm like almost nearing the end of Bunny, and I'm sorry, I cannot explain this book to you. Like, I need to look at Goodreads reviews and find inspiration because it is a total like mindfuck, if I'm being honest. I don't know what's real. I don't know what's a hallucination. I don't even know what's happening anymore. But I think that's like the joy of it. Like, you don't know if she's going crazy because of the cult stuff. And oh, yeah, just read it. It's very interesting. And the one thing I like about these challenges, it's like you don't realize how much you can actually read till you do them. Like this one, I'm almost done with this book. It's crazy because I haven't read in like 2 weeks. Yeah, without further ado, let's get on reading. So I think I got like almost 30 minutes of reading time, so that's great. Also, my stomach hurts. I don't know why. I'll eat strawberries. I got 2 hours and 18 minutes of reading, and through that, I finished Bunny. Wow, I finished her in 3 days. That's insane. But also, I have no idea what happened in this book. Like, this is the most confusing book I've ever read. Like, it feels like I'm a psych ward patient with bipolar disorder, schizophrenic disorder, a lot of auditory and everything hallucinations. That's just how I feel with this book. I have no idea what's real and what's not. This is the most confusing book I've ever read. I don't even know. I can't even explain it to anyone if I'm being honest. I don't know what it is. Who are real people? Hive mind? Cult? I don't know. I'm surprised that, finished it, and I still have like 40 minutes to go. Eee. Doing this 3-hour challenge is actually harder than reading 100 pages because I'm reading like almost 200 because of this 3 hours. It's insane. I don't know what book I'm gonna pick. I'll probably show you tomorrow. Yeah, and get my reading done later tonight. Yeah, that's the plan. So I'm gonna start my night reading soon because it's 10 p.m. But I want to show you, I made stickers out of like the Peachtober stuff, or like the art thing I did for a video, and I think it's so cute. So here is the bird army. Here's the fat squirrel. Here's some bald baby villagers. Some stars, a sparkle. I just feel like it's so cute, and it makes me appreciate the art I made, at least, because right now I'm in an art rut. Like anything digital art I make, I'm like, ugh. But these are good, and it reinvigorated my art spirit, so that's good. This closeness makes it feel like an interrogation. But anyway, this is the 4th day. And I actually did get to 3 hours last night while, I slept at 11:50. I got it though. I got it. And I switched to this like murder mystery novel, but young CSI. Like you have profilers and all that jazz. And I think it makes it easier because, like, the text is huge. Like, text per page ratio is small. And the text itself is huge compared to, like, Bunny. And it just makes, like, the time go by so fast because you're like, next page, rather than saying 5 minutes in one page, if you know what I mean. I'm going to continue reading this at work. And we're gonna start everything all over again. We're gonna do another 3 hours because this is a weekly thing. I have my test tomorrow. Let's hope it does well, okay? And yeah, like honestly, this is challenge does not get me excited because I'm reading almost 200 pages. It's just too much. It's too much in one day if you're busy. Without audiobook too. Last time I did this, I had audiobook. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Hi, it's evening now. Last time I talked to you, it was the morning. I think it's around 5 right now. So I just spent the entire day studying after work, but we're at work, there was literally no kids, so I just used the entire time to read. I got 2 hours of reading done during work, which is amazing, and it got me to, let's see, page 194 of All In. Like, I'm halfway through. It's insane. But right now, I'm gonna get like 20 to 30 minutes of reading done while eating. Like, I have food down here. So yeah, because I have like nothing to watch. Like, I'm in a serious depression. I finished Arcane season 2. Insane. Okay, you don't need to play the video game. Like, it's a masterpiece by itself. Please watch it if you haven't. It's amazing. It's amazing. Like, anytime you pause, it looks like a work of art. Like, amazing. But anyway, I'm gonna go read. So I finished my soup It was yummy food. Got like 34 minutes done, and the remaining 26 minutes I'll just do like before bed. Because I don't know, that's so relaxing. Don't judge. But yeah, I feel like today it was structured a little better just because I had so much reading done in the morning, which I appreciate. Like, thank you, myself. But you know what's so annoying? An audiobook I've been waiting for like literally a month for Libby. I finally got, but the challenge doesn't allow audiobooks, and like I'm all about versatility, but like we said no audiobooks, so we're not doing audiobooks, and I'm sad about that. But I have like 21 days to finish it, so I can do it next week once this whole shebang is done. I'll see you tomorrow morning during my first exam. Yeah, it's day 5 of reading for 3 hours. So last night I managed to finish like the 30 minutes I needed to do. I got to 3 hours and 3 minutes. I am almost done with the book. I'm like over here. I'm scared that I'll finish this and have nothing to read on the train. So I think I'm gonna bring my Kindle just in case and read Perfume. While Perfume, The Story of a Murder, isn't my favorite book, it's a book and it will do because I do not have any other books that are downloaded aside from like something called like Desperation, which is also very lit fic, and that hurts my brain. But this, okay, I don't like YA, right? But this is so calming right now. It's the third book for the Natural series. It's basically CSI, but they're younger and they're actually just gifted. And it walks you along through like active murder cases or cold cases and trying to solve that, being in the perpetrator's mind. It's really good. So I have my first final exam today. Whoa! I think it should go smoothly, but it's raining today. You might be asking, how is that correlated? It just does. I'm like, everything I do that's not normal. Oh, today my stirring thingy for my matcha fell off while I was stirring it. And I'm like, that's bad juju. Something bad's gonna happen. I just have those connections. If it's not in the normal routine, I think I fucked up. Yeah, it's a me thing. That is all for the update for this morning. Next update will be in the afternoon, and hopefully I will have at least 1 hour of reading done. I still have a test tomorrow. I'm so sleepy.
At the 14th Street Mall Main, Brooklyn Bridge, City Hall.
A little update, right? I got an hour, 7 minutes of reading time during my commute, and during that time, right, I finished it. I finished the book. It was amazing. This is okay, honestly, having a good book, time flies so fast. This one is so good. I normally don't like YA, but this YA slapped, right? Sometimes you don't need romance. Like, honestly, this didn't need romance, if I'm being honest. But anyway, I have an exciting thing to show you. My partner got me an early Christmas present. It's early because I don't know how much I can wait before not opening it. Look what I got. I got the art and making of Arcane. I'm like so hooked and I love art. I want to know all the concept designs and everything. This is worth it, girl. Oh my goodness. Like, while opening this, I was like flapping my arms. I think I was about to vibrate away into a different cosmo. Because whenever I'm excited, I just like flap a lot. Don't diagnose me. I kind of know what I have. Oh my gosh. It's so big. That's what she said. Oh my goodness. I was fearing that this might be a little small to the point that like I can't really zoom in the details. I'll be like that on paper, but it's huge. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. The like protector, the book sleeve, it's transparent. I never seen it like that. Ah! It's so good. Shows all the concept designs and everything. Look at this beautiful artwork. Oh my god, my baby. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. Oh my. And it has like a little bookmark too. This is so well made. It's so good. Oh, is there a special page? It feels like a special page. Oh, it is a special. Oh, hold on. I think I almost ripped it. Hold on. This is the special page. Almost ripped it, Mabby. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. I just want to study her all day, day. You know what I mean? Hopefully I can study with this now. Ha 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 ha. I'll be back with reading. I have to study right now for my final tomorrow. The one today, I'm pretty sure at 90. It's ethics, end of life care. I feel like it's all like justification stuff. Like it's easy, like it's logic. Next one's public health, and it has so much like legal aspects of nursing. I'm like, So good luck with that one for me. See you later. So right now it's 7 p.m. and I've only done an hour of reading, and we're gonna change that. I need to find a book first and then I'm gonna start reading. I'm thinking of like If We Were Villains, but I feel like that's a heavy read. But I'm scared that if I go to Bad Blood, which is the next book from like the one from All In, which is the one I just finished today, I'm scared that it'll be like too repetitive and I won't like the characters as much. Dilemma, dilemma, dilemma. Right now I'm eyeing Babel. She's over there. I might try Babel actually. Let's go get her. Babel was under my nipple covers. Getting my not sunglasses, eyeglasses. What can I use as a bookmark? Trader Joe's stickers. This is sufficient enough to be a bookmark. And you know what time it is? It's reading time. Maybe I'll do 40 minutes, take like a little sketching break, and then read again. Sounds like a plan. I read for 2 hours 46. That means I only need to read a little bit before I sleep. But honestly, that's untrue because I know I will read quite a bit because that's my reading time. But I wanted to show you something. So this is the text for Babel, right? It's small as fuck. That's why I couldn't do her in my like previous reading challenge. And this is All In, which is YA. Do you see the difference? This is YA, this is Babel. Like, it's insane, the difference. Can you even see this? It's insane. Look how much text there is in Babel. Insane. Insane. Miss R.F. Kwong, she has a lot to say. Oh, before I go to sleep, I did some little sketchy doodles right here. I did my birdie. I did some ear stuff. And then the other day, I guess I was in an abs kind of mood. I drew some abs. No head though. It's just a bird. Okay. Love that. Draw muscles because I don't want to work out. Well, anyway, I'm going delirious. The reason why I feel like I'm a little off today is because I had the all day long class, right? From 9 a.m. to basically 8 p.m. And in between those, I was just studying so much and then reading. I feel like I have done nothing for dopamine for myself. So I think I need some rest. But I'm going to study a little bit more. I think I'm not going to get enough sleep. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow morning. Before we start, can we just like appreciate the fit? It's comfy, but it's also artsy. It's cute. I'm sorry. But anyway, last night I got to 3 hours and 2 minutes. I'm not going over 3 hours. 3 hours is already a lot, and I'm already losing sleep. So once I hit the 3 hour mark, I'm like, I'm like asleep. Babel's great, but it feels like I made no progress just because of how big the book is. So I'm right here. That's my light. Yeah. Doesn't feel like a lot, but it's a lot. And in Babel, they have like different parts of the story, kind of like Poppy War, where it's like book 1, book 2, book 3, book 4. Right now we're at book 4, and it honestly feels like, hey, this could have been the 4th book, like, published. Like, it's that thick. So much shit has happened in Babel that I cannot explain to you in chronological order what happened, just because it's like way too much information. Like, book 1, that whole like chapters, she could have published it by itself and like made it a cliffhanger, made a sequel. This could have worked, but she really tried to put it in a book without making it look like Priory of an Orange Tree, like that thick, you know. She really tried to condense it, which is like per for her, but reading go wise, this isn't the book to do it. It makes you intellectual. It feels like you're reading a textbook because it goes so in depth about etymology and the origin of words. It's really interesting without being boring. I have nothing bad to say. Like, the pacing's really good, the action's good, the amount of knowledge you learn from it is good. No complaints aside from the fact that it's long. But honestly, I love that it's long because I love the story. The same with Poppy War. I'm gonna reread it at some point. I have my really hard test today. Wish me luck. I will see you on an update later in the afternoon. I think I'm gonna go shopping today for some Christmas gifts. Hi friends, it's currently 5:20 and I've only read for 37 minutes today. Honestly, after my class, I went Christmas shopping for 4 hours and I was like using and the bags were so heavy, and honestly once I got home, fell asleep for 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half. But even on the train, I like wasn't feeling like reading. Like, this was like the hardest test. I studied a lot. Let's just say a lot, okay? For me, it was a lot, and I think my brain's just so fried right now. Maybe it's the fact that I'm reading Babel, you know, the Babel curse. I tried this last time with Babel with 100 pages. This same thing happened. I got burnt out. So, right now it's 5, and I still feel like maybe watching YouTubes for 20 minutes and then just falling asleep because I have to wake up at like 5:40 tomorrow for my clinical. And today I only had like 5 hours of sleep. So I think I kind of deserve a little break time, right? So what I'm thinking is, supposedly today is the 6th day, but let's say the 6th day is tomorrow instead and the last day will be Saturday. I am honestly tired. I don't want to force myself to read when my brain just feels like it's not working, because then that means reading will really become a chore and I'll start to like get annoyed by it, and it just puts it in a bad light if I force myself to do this when I know I feel ill. Literally, my aura ring says I have strain on my body, I should relax. I don't want to ruin reading for myself. I love it. It's supposed to be stress relief. I don't want to give myself a headache today. So I will continue this tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow when I'm a little bit more rested and I don't feel like my brain is going to explode from a headache. Yeah? Thank you for understanding. Okay. So yesterday, right, I just knocked out. But anyway, I did not even read. I was doing a bad habit of being on my screen before falling asleep, which you shouldn't do. That's why we read. We're doing the 3 hours today, okay? I have a good clinical day. It's really cold. It's -5 Celsius. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I got hella warmers. I got warmers under here. But anyway, yeah, we're still gonna continue Babel. I love her. But every time, like, I read her, it doesn't feel like I'm moving. Just because text to page ratio is extremely huge. Kind of like Fourth Wing. I'll see you once we get reading. I'll probably mostly film in here. I'll have some snippets of outside, but it's not as good of a quality. A little update. I got home and I literally just took a nap for 2 hours. It's 5 right now, I think. It's 5. Trust me, it's 5. Oh my god, the light. Oh my god, it feels like an interview. I got an hour reading done during my commute. I'm gonna go eat because I forgot to eat lunch. All I ate were scones and a cookie. 1 scone, 1 cookie, 1 tea, one matcha, and then we're gonna do a reading time lapse, okay? But I'm also gonna read while I'm eating. Okay, so I'm gonna eat, but while I'm eating, I will also be reading. But I will not be reading Babel, right? I read Babel for an hour. I have a proof. 1 hour. And when I got home, before I took a nap, I spent 30 minutes reading fanfiction. I haven't read. Okay, that's a big sentence. That's a big phrase. That's a big word to put out. But I haven't read fan fiction since I was in high school, before I met my partner. Okay, once I met my partner, I stopped reading it because my love was complete. But anyway, I got hooked into Arcane. That's why I haven't been posting videos, and I found one that's really good. So hear me out. I feel like I should count my reading time with fan fiction because it's honestly written really good. Like, I've seen books that are written worse than this, just because sometimes they don't have the resources, sometimes they're self-published, or sometimes they're just bad. But anyway, this is a really good one. If you want to read it with me, it's called Coming Home, But Not to You. It's about Arcane, okay? I've been in an Arcane depression. That's why I haven't posted. I've just been crying and scrolling my phone. I've downloaded Twitter, Blue Sky, Threads. I'm in all of the socials just for Arcane content. That's how bad I am in this hole. I will be adding this, okay? And there's nothing wrong with it. It's writing. As long as it's good writing, it should be fine. I'm gonna stop justifying this. I'm gonna do what I want. I don't want to read this, okay? It's basically romance or thriller or what. It's not lit fic, but I think it's gonna be romance. Enemies to lovers to enemies to lovers, okay? Honestly, I surprised myself. First off, I want to address that I am not done reading. It is only 8 p.m. and I've done almost 4 hours of reading, and 3 of those hours were from a fanfiction. And I'm not disappointed because the writing is so good. It can beat some of the romances that I have read. This has more tension, this has more plot, this has more yearning, it's more slow burn. Yeah, it's a good book. And you already know, well, I already know the characters because I can visualize them. I know their backgrounds, so it makes the story a little better just because there's already so much depth within the character. So, yeah. Fan fiction is still reading as long as it's good. And there's some books that are kind of written as fan fiction, especially I forgot the name. I'll put it up here, but it's a wolf x vampire one that reads as fanfic, but it's really good. It's addicting. It's so unserious. The reason why I stopped reading, I was literally stationary there for 2 hours, is because my phone went to 2% and I needed to charge her. Yesterday night, I tracked my thing. It was at 5 hours something. And then this morning, I read for 40 more minutes, but I didn't time it. So I was oh, let me read an actual book today. But I was fuck yeah, I'll just continue reading this until I finish it. So I have 5:52, and I would like to add 30 minutes into that. That's 6 hours. I basically got Saturday done yesterday. So I think I'm gonna end it here. That's a lot of time to read. And honestly, I have an insane amount of chores to do. I don't know if you see that. This is a situation that we're dealing with. Literally, I have no place to walk. To get to my bird, to get to my closet. It's just because of finals. I think for 2 weeks I haven't done laundry. I haven't really cleaned. So I'm gonna do that. I still have finals on Wednesday. It's 10% of the grade. So I don't think I'm as stressed out. So, the essence of reading isn't the same. I'm not stressed. And I need to, because that's what I wanted to make this video about. So yeah, we're gonna end it here. What did we learn? Good books, you read real fast. You don't even see the time anymore. It's just I just want to keep reading. That happened to me in All In. Bunny was iffy. Babel's great. not moving pages fast enough is very discouraging. We also learned that fan fiction, it's fine. You can read it. Like, no harm. Like, I haven't read it in years, but I read one now and it's amazing. And it wasn't even smutty, honestly. It was like plot driven. My sleep, it did get bad because of the reading, but it's okay. It's okay. And I also like that we put up boundaries, right? The first 2 days, we weren't feeling it. Like, our bodies couldn't read that much yet. And it was okay. Like, if you can't do it, don't force yourself. Don't force yourself. Reading is a hobby. Hobby should not control you. Hobby should make you happy. And if it's not, switch it up. You're not getting paid for the hobby, so why bother? What's our special word for this video? It's gonna be this word that I'm gonna say. Do not go on Google. Do not autocorrect. Just spell it as you can, or as your mind does it. It's linguini. Our special word for the day, or for this video, is linguini without autocorrect, okay? If you mess up, it's okay. Our misspells are just like a reflection of a personality. So I want to see your personality, you know what I mean? So yeah. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a process, that's for sure. It was a challenge, that's for sure. But it was rewarding in a way. I love how this ended. I honestly love how this ended. I'm so happy with what I'm reading. And I'm not scared to share it, which is good. I feel like this is a safe space. I hope you can do this challenge too and not be too hard on yourself when you're reading, okay? I hope you're happy, healthy, and hydrated. Yeah, and I will see you for the next video. Toodles.